no COVID-19 restrictions anymore for Peru. We don't even have to fill in a form, and you don't need a negative COVID test or proof of COVID vaccination to get into the US anymore either. Looks like the pandemic's over, thank God. Anyway, so we are leaving Hillary Resort and Spa in Ecuador, and we're going to cross the border to Peru today. So I'll show you how to do that. We're driving across the border in a Colombian vehicle that we own and have paperwork for. So we need to get a temporary import permit to take the car over the border into Peru. I'll show you how that's done. So to exit Ecuador, you have to go in there. Okay, so to exit Ecuador, at Aduanas on the Ecuadorian side, and then you drive after that blue building, you drive up here, you drive over to Peru, and weirdly on the Peruvian side you do your migration exit from Ecuador and your migration entry to Peru and your new TIP for the vehicle in Peru. A little bit confusing. So we haven't done our migration, we haven't got migration stamps in our passports yet. But we're entering Peru. This is bizarre. I don't understand why they're doing it this way, but hey, it's Latin America. It's how they do things here. And there's Polis. Now we're on the Peruvian side and we're supposed to go over here. So we park the car somewhere over here and we go into these buildings. This is what you do when you get to Peru. You come to Migraciones, and in there first you exit Ecuador with your passport, and then you enter Peru in the desk right next to it. Very convenient. And then if you have a vehicle, you've done the exit on the Ecuadorian side for the vehicle, now you have to do the entry on the Peruvian side for the vehicle. So you have to get a TIP, temporary import permit. Yeah. Control vehicular aduanas is customs. One of these windows, and you need, what do you need, documentation do you need here, Caesar?
Your driver's license, the car title, and your passport.
With your exit and entry stamps?
With your exit and entry stamp. Okay.
And our car's over here, and they took everything out and looked through our suitcases and were very thorough. And now we're just doing the final paperwork to have a TIP for the car to drive it in Peru. Okay, so the only thing you do on the Ecuadorian side, if you're bringing in a vehicle that you own and you have paperwork for, is to cancel your Ecuadorian TIP. And then you drive over to the Peruvian side. So it's a little bit odd because you don't actually exit Ecuadorian immigration until you get into Peru, which is weird. So you come to the second blue building. This is what the blue building looks like. And look for this. It's really tall, like you can't miss that. So you come through the, it's like a toll station there, and they'll send you through into here. You can park anywhere along here. And then first off, you go to immigration, which is over there, and you exit Ecuador and enter Peru at 2 booths side by side in the same room. When you've done that, go over to Aduanas, and then you apply for your Peruvian TIP, temporary import permit, for the vehicle. When you've done Aduanas and they've checked your vehicle, ours is still waiting there with the surfboards on the top, then you come over to the SOAT, and it is required to buy their insurance for however long you're going to be in Peru. Immigration is usually only going to give you 3 months, so you buy insurance for 3 months. And I'll show you how much that costs. And that's how much it costs. Okay. Right next to immigration, there are bathrooms for you to use. Women's, men's are on the other side.